Let's look at the first question that we are given. The first question is from Piwe. Thank you so much, Piwe, for your question. We are dealing with measurement. Measurement is one of those topics that are feared. Please do not be scared when it comes to measurement. All you need to do is practice, 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 and know how to use your formulas and your definitions. Formulas are always given in measurement, so you just need to know how to use the formula that you have been given. Let's look at the question that we do have here. It says to us here, Olwetu intends opening a coffee shop. She wants to use tables made with pallets. So we can see that the pallets are given, the pallet is given over here. So that's an example of one of the pallets. And it says to us, similar to the one in the picture below, each table will have 2 pallets attached to legs with wheels. So we can see that little example happening over there. It says a piece of glass will be placed on the table surface. The dimensions of each pallet are 1,200 millimeters times 1,050 millimeters times 145 millimeters. So we've got the dimensions nicely even come and put here as well, so we don't have to struggle in terms of that. Another nice thing that we are given is the perimeter. Basically, the perimeter is not really given, but it's the sides of the pallet that are given to us. So we need now to calculate the following. It says to us here, use the information and photographs above to answer the questions that follow. Do you see how every single time before I answer a question, the first thing that I do is I analyze? Okay, some people are just going to run through to the questions and then they're confused in terms of what am I analyzing? What exactly is it that I am analyzing? So it says here, calculate the number of pallets needed to produce 12 tables. We already know that one table is going to need 2 pallets. So what are we going to do? We're just going to take the 12 tables and then we're going to multiply it by 2 because we need 2 for each. This is 2 marks, so it's going to work very well for us. Let's do that. So it says to us over here, that's 3.1.1. I am going to use this little part on the side here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to say 12 tables times 2 pallets each. That's going to give us 24 pallets. I didn't need to go and calculate that on my calculator because I know exactly what I am doing. The next question says to me, calculate the total height. Height is vertical, okay? I was already thinking what's horizontal, what's vertical. Vertical is down going up or up going down, and it says to us calculate the height of the table excluding the glass top if the leg including the wheel is 200 millimeters high. So already here we've got the 200 millimeters, okay, and that's going to be this part of the table. This part of the table is 200 millimeters, and we know according to this dimension over here what the height is over here. So it says to us that we need to calculate the height. And obviously in this particular case, the height is going to be in millimeters, okay? I think the space I've used here is too small. So what am I going to do? Let's go down and just be a little bit more careful in terms of that. So the height of this table is going to be 200 millimeters, which is that bottom part of the table, okay, that they've told us about. And then it's going to be plus 145 millimeters, which is the height of one plank pallet times 2 because you need 2 pallets. Easy peasy, right? Let's go now and get the answer for that. So it's 200 millimeters and everything is in millimeters. So I didn't need to struggle in terms of that, okay? And then 145 times 2 pallets. So that's 490 millimeters. So we've got now the height of the table, and the height of the table in this particular case, we have added the 2 pallets, and then we've added that bottom part of that. So what is the next question? The next question says, calculate the area in millimeters square of the glass top. You are going to use the formula area is equals to length times breadth. So area is equals to length times breadth. An area equaling to length times breadth. Let's look at what the length and the breadth are. So this is going to be the breadth, it's the shorter side of the table, and then this is going to be the length. So it's going to be 1,200 times 1,050. 1,200 millimeters times 1,050, and everything is in millimeters, so we're not struggling or we are not sweating in terms of this. 1,200 times 1,050. So that is going to give us 1,260,000. It's a big number. Don't be scared. Why is it a big number? It's a big number. Okay, let's see. 260. Why is this a big number? It's a big number because it's in millimeters. So you do not want to panic because it's a table, and a table would normally be measured in meters or in centimeters. So you don't want to panic in terms of that. Let's look at the last question that Piwe gave us. Thank you, Piwe Masinga, for that question. It says to us, for safety reasons, a rubber strip will be placed around the edges of the glass top. Remember, the table has a glass top on top of it, okay? Calculate the total length in millimeters of rubber required for this purpose. So the rubber that is being required has to go all the way around the table. Already you can hear the language that I am using. Around. So we know that the borders of any shape are going to give us the perimeter. Okay? So the perimeter in this particular case is going to be all the dimensions added together, and that's going to tell us how much rubber we are going to need. Let's calculate the perimeter. Look, they gave us a different way of representing that. So perimeter is sum of sides. Why do you need to know your definitions? Because your definitions are going to help you in terms of that. So what I can say in terms of this is then 1,050 times 2, because they equal to each other, plus 1,200 times 2. I'm using a shortcut there. Did you see? So I'm going to put it in brackets. 1,050 times 2 plus 1,200 times 2. 4,500. Ooh, I almost made that rands. So I'm going to need 4,500 millimeters worth of rubber.